Hello, in this podcast I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to get into software development by demonstrating a simple Hello World application with some decision making in it. As you can see, we have a program here that just wants your name in the entry box. When you hit the Hello World, it'll tell you, hello, your name. Now the decision it makes is if this box here is blank, it will tell you to please enter your name when you hit the button. If you enter your name, and hit the button, it will say, hello, Ted Wallach, or your name, whatever you put in that box. Okay, now on to how does this work. First, you will need to run Visual Studio Express 2013 for desktop. It is free from Microsoft, which is great because you can do everything in this except for enterprise stuff, which is some pretty high level, high end stuff. You probably never ever get into it until you get into career programming. We want to start a new project. We want to select Windows Forms application, and by the way, the language we will be using for this is C#. As you can see, all for free. You get to use Visual Basic, Visual C++. You get a little SQL server, it's small. It comes with some sample applications, etc. But what we're interested in is C#, Windows, and a Windows Form application. We will call this Another Hello World. Okay, and hit OK. This presents us with a blank form and a set of toolboxes. We want to label. Each one of these controls has a set of properties, as you can see over here. The one we're interested in, this one, is changing the text to enter your name. Change the text in the label. Next, we want a text box to enter your name into. And there he is. We'll stretch that out all the way across the form here, make it look pretty. We want to leave the text blank, but we want to change its name to make it easier to find in the code. And it always seems to hide itself from me. There he is. We want to call this TXT for text, and what its purpose is a name field. Next, we want to put a button on. We'll stretch this a little bit, make it look pretty. We'll change its name to BTN for button, and we'll call it Hello World. Okay, we also want to change the text property of this to Hello World. Pretty nice. Now we'll size the form to make it look pretty. There we go. Nice and neat. Okay, that's our form. That's our user interface. To get to the code, we will want to double click on the Hello World button because that's where all the action is going to take place. And as you can see, it's already set up the declarations for the functions for you. You don't have to worry about that. That's a nice thing about Visual Studio, is it does a lot of the programming work for you. It even initializes the form and everything else, stuff you don't ever have to worry about. It's very easy to do this stuff. Okay, what we want to do is we want to make the button decide what to do if the form is blank, if the name field is blank. To do that, we want to set up a variable that stores the value of what's in that text field. To do that, we just go, this will be a string variable, give it a name, call it name, equals, and to get to all the controls that you put on your form, you just type this, period. And that's everything that's available for you. And the control we're interested in is the text name. As you can see, it offers, as you type along, it narrows things down for you. Hit enter, dot, and we're interested in it, what is in the text property. See, just 2 letters, hit enter. And with C#, every line you enter has to end in a semicolon. Okay, now for the decision. And basically it's an if, put your condition in open and close parentheses, if name. And since we are not assigning a value to it, we are wanting to see what the value is. We use 2 equal signs. If name is equal to nothing, and to represent that, it's just 2 quotes, just like that. And then use open and close curly brackets to start that. And if the name is not, then we do an else. And that's another branch the thing can go down. Now if the name is blank, then we want to pop up a message box, which is simply MEC, message box. Simple, just type in 3 letters, hit the period, and this is all the things that it can do. We want to show a message box. Open parentheses, and the message you want to show. Please enter your name. And every line has to end in a semicolon. Otherwise, the message box show, open parentheses, quote, hello, space, and then we're going to use the plus sign to concatenate 2 strings, and we will concatenate the name, whatever's in the name variable. In the line and semicolon. And that is the entire program. Simple as can be. Now let's run it. We'll see what it says when the box is blank. Please enter your name. We fill in the box. Hello, Ted Waller. It worked. Woohoo! It was a complete program with decision making. It was really simple to do, and that is really as difficult as programming really gets. It is not difficult to do. And as I said, it's a lucrative career to get into, and it's in high demand. And it's not, as you can see, it was not difficult. That's all you're doing all day long is coming up with solutions to problems. It's really, really simple. Now, if you want to further your knowledge, my best recommendation is robmiles.com, the C# Yellow Book. It's completely free. It explains everything about C#. There are other beginner books that are also for free that explain any of the other languages that are out there. Just pick a language and learn it. It's easy to get into. Just follow the manuals. The easiest way to do it is to type in the examples. Programming is easy to do because you can do it by example. It's not like you're reading a book and then later on, then you get to use it. You get to use your knowledge now. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Hope you enjoy.